Oh, what is I? Average Cookie or Cookie Crumb on YouTube. This is technically the very first video I do on this channel really. Uh More of like a introductory type of video that I wanna do. And I feel like the way to start mine would be to introduce you all to my collection that I have. CDs, vinyls, cassettes, everything. I like to do that. It's my hobby. Physical media. It's back, it's surging up in this current generation, which I actually do like, instead of all this digital stuff. But hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll probably do more videos like these once I get more things added to my collection. It's a really huge part of me, I'll be honest. Music is a whole part of me in life. I just want to show this. This is like a first video, like a fresh start. I have other videos on my channel, but like this one would be more of a genuine, fresh. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Honestly, the first one that I want to do is I have been such a fan of a certain genre when it comes to music, and that genre is Visual Kei. Visual Kei came about in Japan in the 1980s and has been popular ever since. And there's been a lot of many legendary bands that came out of Japan in that subgenre. You know, not really fucking worth mentioning, honestly. What better way to start it than to go over a little bit more on the beginner-friendly side when it comes to Visual Kei bands? A lot of these great people, musicians. So, what I'd like to introduce you is a Visual Kei band by the name of You're in Grey, which is probably one of my favorites. During is a Japanese Visual Kei band that debuted in 1997, and ever since then they've become more pioneers in the not only in the rock and metal genre, but a lot of in the Visual Kei genre as well. When they first began, they were more of a Visual Kei band. Instead of now, they're more leaning into the more heavier sound. In the early 2000s, they would do a lot of heavy metal. Pretty good. More of a modernized sound in the beginning of 2000s. Whereas in 1999, they would release Gauze, their first debut back in 1999. They would have singles and other EPs that were released before these, but Gauze is a really good album. If you're starting out into Visual Kei, want to learn more about the old generation of it, the more colorful kind, the more very theatrical kind of Visual Kei, I recommend starting off with this album. Gauze was probably I want to say it was like a pretty generational album, honestly. It was the one that really popularized different costumes that these different bands would wear at the time. The very androgynous, bizarre makeup, you know, a lot of these theatrical styles to it, these theatrical elements to it. And it's a no-brainer who started it. It was mainly Madness Miser. Madness Miser was a huge pioneer of Visual Kei. And, during it was like, you know what? Just why not have our own style? Let's do that too. So they came up with Gauze, and it's a pretty good album. God damn, this thing has no bangers to it. Wait, what do I mean? This thing has bangers to it. I guess we'll go. This is the little art book that comes with. It's a little booklet. A little nice book. You guys can see it there. It's really nice. Really a good album. Such a good album. This is the track list. I don't know if you can see it well. Then you have the OBS here. The CD. This the little strip. It will come out with all our CDs. Tell you more information. Overall, pretty damn good album. I love this thing. This album. Really good. After, well, that's the regular CD version. This is the first press, the album, which I got lucky to get my hands on. Pretty fun, pretty cool. I really like it. Another band that I have really been into in terms of visual kei would be a band called Kine. Kine were active from '97 as well. They didn't begin to start producing till 1999, not 1998, and then 1999, and 2000. But unfortunately, they disbanded in 2000, August 21st. But they would release a demo tape, and that demo tape will be the second one that they produced, 1998 and 99. They did this tape in 1999. Sorry for not speaking well. I just woke up. They put this tape out in 1999. It is really hard to come by nowadays, especially with a lot of collectors and the whole collective market just really skyrocketing in terms of prices. In 1999, Kine would release their second ever demo tape, Hiseki do Kodoku. This was limited to 1,500 copies when this was released in Japan. Get a good look at that. It's a really good fucking demo tape. I was so happy to really get my hands on this. This is just really rare to come by. For me at least. I've been such a huge fan of Kine for a long time. Kine was pretty much the predecessor to Dead Man. And it's also one of my favorite Japanese visual kei bands. But man, such a good demo tape. Such a good fucking demo tape. I really enjoy this. I still have it in the packaging that they gave me it too. I never took out of this box. I never took it out. But oh man, such a good demo tape. I would gladly let you guys hear that tape. You can find it kind of anywhere, but for a physical copy, good luck with it because there's a lot of. I don't think it's gonna be rare to find a copy of it. Basically. Speaking of Dead Man, this is Sight of Scaffold, their debut from 2001. This is the first pressing of it. Came out with two pressings, the first press and the second press. The second press didn't come out until, I'll say 2021. It has a notable difference between the first press and the second press. This one is a lot more grayish color hue to it. The second press would be more of a blue cover, bluish tint, like how you see in the streaming services and a lot of uploads. This is honestly by far one of my favorite. And I'm so lucky to come across it. Yeah, able to get my hands on it really. Because I've been wanting that CD for such a while now. This is their handbook of it. It's the lyric book of it. Pretty nice, pretty nice. More lyrics. And if you flip around enough, you get the band members. That is fucking sweet. No, that's one of my favorites, honestly. I'm glad to actually get my hand on the cover. Not Ace, it's called Disco. But that is such a beauty. I always take care of this one for sure. This one I really take care of. Another Dead Man one I have. Their maxi single, Himawari, also known as Sunflower. This is also a rare one. This is the CD, as well as the OBI strip of it. Dead Man is probably one of my favorite video game bands. I really like these guys. They have been my favorite for a good time now, honestly. I first got into Dead Man, I want to say my sophomore year of high school. Been a journey, honestly. Been following these guys ever since. But goddamn, I really do like those guys for sure. Another rare one I actually have is another visual K band. Guys, pretty damn cool. They debuted in 1997. These guys are called Phobia. This is their first album that they put out back in 1997. Phobia is another visual K band. They're more of a, I feel like they're more on the gothic side of visual K. And a lot of the songs are really nice. The CD has the cover. There's all the members there. Just a little booklet. They're really independent at the time. And I feel like that's what's really special about it. I really like following a lot of underground niche artists that I could get a chance to listen to and check out. I think it's really nice. This would be their third single of Phobia. It's probably the more common one. This one's really good too. I like a lot of their songs, honestly. This one came out, I would want to say 2003. This one came out 2003. You know I'm wrong. Came out in 2001. They didn't disband it until 2002. So this one came out 2001, I remember. This is the CD booklet. It's such a good album too, honestly. I'm glad I got all of these 3 CDs from them. This would be their second. Get back to not much going on. That's the CD. The booklet. Pretty damn fucking cool. I love these guys. Got into these guys. Roughly quickly. Honestly, that's all I would say. Roughly a little quickly. Pretty good. They're one of another really niche visual K bands that you could come across. They're really easy to listen to. Let's see, they're really nice. One of my favorite bands that aren't visual K, they're just like an American hard rock band. I love Three Days Grace. 3 Days Grace, their music, everyone in it, they're always been there in my life. I can't thank 3 Days Grace enough, dude. They're one of my favorite bands growing up as a kid. I got into 3 Days Grace at roughly around 6 years old. Mainly due to my brothers, thank God. Man, I love 3 Days Grace a lot. They really mean a lot to me, and I would genuinely buy all their CDs, which I might as well honestly buy. I'm looking for some copies too. So, this is their debut album. Came out, I believe, July 23rd, June maybe? Maybe wrong on that date. This came out in 2003. It's their debut album, self-titled. Really fucking good album. Diddy's Grace, I don't mean to glaze them. I don't want to glaze them too hard. But goddamn, their first three albums, they are non-skippable, I'm telling you. First three albums, every single track, every single album they have, they don't have skippable songs. All of their songs are fucking perfect. They're so good. So good. It is fucking awesome. Another one of my cassette tapes I have here that I forgot to mention about. Nirvana's very own Bleach. Bleach was pretty much the Nirvana's March debut. It was their first starting out, their first breakout. Until Nevermind came out, then Nevermind did even more better. Nirvana's Bleach, honestly, I really do like it. For them being Nirvana's first album, pretty much of a fucking banger of an album. Dare I say, it might be better than Nevermind. A little bit of a hot take. But I love Bleach. They're a really good album. No skippable songs. Everything is so good. You know, Kurt was such a good, he had very good vocals on it. It was pretty good. This is the actual cassette tape here. This is side one. This is side two. The cassette. I believe that this came out in '89 is pretty damn crazy. Really nuts, honestly. That album came out in '89. That's when grunge first truly started in the underground scene. That's pretty fucking damn cool. Another thing I forgot to mention about when I reviewed Gauze during Greatest Gauze album, I have their DVD of the same album. When Gauze first came out, they first released Gauze on VHS, mainly because at that time, a lot of visual kei bands, they did more of a VHS uh, standard when they were publishing music videos and promotional videos, all the other stuff. They would mainly do VHS tapes because it was more easier to do. DVDs were a little bit more on the expensive side to produce. So when Gauze came out, they did a whole album music video product with it. They released it to VHS. Later on, they have made it into a DVD. I got my hands on that said DVD, and it's fucking awesome. I really like it when a lot of bands do this, for sure. When they make a whole album, and you know what? Instead of it just being a whole album itself, let's make every song into a whole music video. Let's do a music video collection of the same album. I love that. It's so creative, and it just adds so much more to the album itself. It's awesome. I love it so much. Not only have the CD of said album, you have the DVD of the songs, and all of the songs, the whole album has music videos. That's sick. And you have each your own different music videos. I love that a lot. It really adds more to the album itself and more to the band that's doing it. I just think it's really cool. I love it a lot. Goddamn, I binge watched that DVD for a good while. I really watched that shit for a good while. But that's gonna be it for the video. A little bit of a, I guess, get to know me type of thing. More of an interaction based video. Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, it'll help me. It'll make me more motivated to really make this type of content for not only myself, but more for you guys, to those who are watching it. So, thank you guys for watching. Again, like I said, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. I'll do more videos like this. If you guys want me to, or if I feel like it. I really want to do So I really appreciate making this video. This is probably my first ever technical video that I ever put out to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you